Hello everyone, and welcome to my Diablo 2 Resurrected tips and tricks. This is going to be the part 2 in this series, so if you haven't watched part 1 already, then I recommend you to do that, because that video contained a lot of beginner tips and tricks. I will leave a link to this video in the description below the video. Anyway, enough with part 1, let's jump in to part 2. Do you always drag an item from your stash into your inventory? Instead of doing this, what you could do is to hold down Ctrl and left click. This will drag the item to your inventory instantly. Sometimes you might have to spam Ctrl and left click a couple of times on an item before this works. Have you got some items that you don't use any longer, and you're planning to sell these to get some gold? Well, before you sell it, pay attention. As you see in Act 2, I get 10,000 gold for this chest piece. But what happens if I go to Act 1? In Act 1, they only want to pay 5,000 gold for the same chest piece. So what we learned here is that the higher act you go to, the more the vendor will also pay. So when you try to get a lot of gold, don't go to Act 1 and sell your items. If it's possible to go to Act 5, then make sure to do that. Are you wondering how I farm runes in Diablo 2? It's fairly easy. Go to Act 1, and in Act 1, you have to go to Black Marsh. In Black Marsh, you have to search for a tower. And in this tower, you will be able to climb down. Progress all the way to level 5. Once you get to level 5, you have to take care of a boss. This boss is also the one that we killed for Quest 4 in Act 1. I'll now show you 3 clips of when I kill her and what loot I get. So this is a decent way to get runes, and if you do this on Nightmare or Hell difficulty, then you get even better runes. But why are runes so important? Well, if you combine different runes, you can make a rune word, and some of these rune words is the best items that you can get in the game. But there's also some powerful low-level rune words. I recommend you to try and find a 2-socket body armor. In this armor, you have to use a Toll and a F rune. In my opinion, stealth is mandatory for when you have to level in normal and nightmare. It increases your faster run walk, faster cast rate, and faster hit recovery by 25%. This is a huge deal when you have to level up. It also gives some other stuff, but the 3 first things is why we craft this body armor. Here is a comparison. I try to run without the armor, and I also try to run with the armor. But stealth is not the only rune word that I recommend people to make. There's also another easy rune word that you can make for your mercenary. Find or buy a 3-socket spear. In this spear, you need to put in a if rune, a L rune, and a F rune. When you combine these 3, you make the rune word Malice. The reason why I like Malice is because it has a 100% chance of open wounds. So this will cause the target to start bleeding. It also prevents the monsters from healing, which is amazing. So when they run away, they don't all of a sudden regen health.
I'll put that to good use.
Talking about mercenaries, then it's important to always keep it alive. If it dies, go and revive it, because a mercenary will do decent damage with decent gear. This mercenary is level 19, and it uses Malice, the rune word that I showed you before. As you see here, I can pretty much go AFK, and what's even more amazing is that every time your mercenary kills something and you don't even attack that target, you still gain experience. So yeah, you could go AFK, come back, and have gained some experience. Another reason to use mercenaries is because those in Act 2 provide buffs. You can for example get one with the Aura Prayer, and this will slowly regen life for you and your party. You can also get Blessed Aim. This increases the attack rating for you and your party. And the last one is Defiance. This increases the defense of you and your party. So the fact that you get a buff, but you also have a mercenary that helps you kill targets, is the main reasons why you need to get one. Here's another trick for Act 1. So if you haven't done quest number 5, then I recommend you to do this. Eventually, when you complete the quest, you will be able to imbue an item. This allows you to imbue a white item into yellow quality. When I do this, then I usually do it with tiaras or circlets. The reason for this is because they have a chance to provide all skillers to a specific class, and this could cause the item to become useful and expensive. If you plan to level up a character fast in Act 1, then instead of doing all the quests, you could just do tryst runs. What you need to do is to find someone who has already saved Kain. If not, then you can save Kain yourself and you can start doing tryst runs. You go to Tristram and here you just kill everything. In this clip, I joined a group who do tryst runs. And what I want you to pay attention to is my experience bar. The next trick is for Sorcerers. In the lightning skill tree, you can get telekinesis. This you can use to pick up gold, use objects, or knock back enemies and do a little bit of damage. You can for example use telekinesis on the waypoint. This will allow you to travel faster without having to go to it. You cannot talk to NPCs, even though it would be awesome. You can access the stash, but you have to be in line, so just like this. You can also open chests by just using telekinesis. And it also works on objects like these. Here's some in-game footage for how I've moved a lot faster. The next trick is for your cube. You might already know that you can combine 3 of the same gems and convert it into a better one. You can also do this with skulls and runes. But let's say you have been leveling and only found rings. You can transmute 3 rings in the cube into 1 amulet. And this also works the other way around, so 3 amulets will transmute into 1 magic ring. I hope you found some of these tips and tricks useful. If you would like to see more Diablo 2 content, make sure to check out the channel. And if you want me to post even more content, make sure to subscribe. As always, thank you for watching and have an amazing day. Peace.